land, so it wouldn't choke in the map and the most important place you need to control.
Yeah, it really is. So we're going to actually go on to this overflow capture the flag, but Benson, what I want to speak about is how can Madcatz come back from that quite easy walkover by Team Replika?
To be honest, it's going to be tough. I think the most important thing, obviously, this is a best of 5. You need to keep your head up. That's the most important thing. And you don't want to realistically let Replika take the second map as well, because then they're obviously just going to be one map away, and that's just can come down to essentially luck, I guess. You don't want to be doing that. You need to definitely, head to the table, play the CTF as hard as you possibly can, and try and sort of get the momentum back in their favour, because right now Replika have all the momentum in the game, which is 0 of it.
Yeah, the most they do, but the host has actually ended game. I don't think we had a full connection from both teams, which is probably the problem there. I think, one of the Madcatz players has not connected. So we will start up as soon as problem. Like I said, if you do watch that, Ava Media and Squid Grip are actually sponsoring this event here at EEE2, taking live in Sweden at the LAN center, the LAN event they are actually doing. So, like I said, we are sponsored by them too. I think you saw the Ava Media thing there. I actually want one now.
It looks pretty cool in the advert, doesn't it?
I know. I may have put that in our producer chat saying, "Get me one of them things now."
Send it to me now. I want it. Give it to me. But yeah, that probably wouldn't work. But yeah, one of the Madcatz players actually disconnected there, so we'll just wait for him to get back into the game. But I mean, Bryce, predictions. Do you reckon Madcatz are going to be able to come back into this or not?
Big fan of Madcatz, because everyone knows why. It's no secret. I do a lot of work with Madcatz, so I have to say they are going to win. But in all honesty, I'm not biased, so I will say that Replika did look incredibly strong there. Madcatz need to pick their heads up. They need to get back into this. If they do not, it's going to be all over for them. Like I said, they went to bits at the end of that hard point, and like I said, if they can't get back into it, it's just not going to work. So let's get on board with. Who are we on board with? Let's get on board with Replika now. Jumping on board with the Replika team. I'm on board with Replika Rowie.
Replika, Bryce.
I'm on board with Replika.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Okay. We'll all do what Bryce says then, I see. That's how it is. Who are you on board with, Bryce?
I am on board with Rowie right now, as he looks like he's going to play this little bit of a holding role at the back of the corridor.
So this is the corridor that I was talking pre-match, just about holding it down and making sure you have complete control over it. You see lots of bullets already and nades flying across this right-hand side. Flag has been pulled very early on, but that's a very ambitious pull. I'd be very, very surprised if Madcatz were going to let a flag go that easy, as Rowie is going to C1, C2. Unfortunately, couldn't get that second, as he does drop, and we now default over to breaking.
We do fall over to him, and a lot of fans here actually for breaking in the stream chat, and he's now using that M8 to try and hold down this corridor, but no, he gets dropped by Spec, and that is going to lead them open for a flagpole. Kappa has to go back. That flag is away. He can't get in it. They have this locked down now, and they're in a bad position. Rowie trying to lock down his own spawn, picks up Picky. No, wow, just managed to pick up Picky. He actually picked up a 2-piece, but it looks like that flag managed to get returned there, as they look like they got in a little bit of trouble, and that could actually be a counter pull. They are in a good position. They have this corridor locked down. All 4 of them right next to each other there. I think maybe a little bit of miscommunication went on. They should have been really locking down that spawn instead of just all congregating in that area. But there we go. They have actually got this flag away. Can Kappa get it? He is heavily stunned, and he's got taken down. But there is Rowie. Can he get this flag away? No, he cannot, as Madcatz come screaming back at them and just managed to just decimate the entire Replika lineup.
Yeah, that was really smart play from Madcatz. The flag was pulled away, but they stayed calm, stayed composed, didn't do anything rash or anything silly, and really, really good play coming from them. As we're now on board with Breaking, who needs to just rotate around. They need to control that right-hand side of the map, and you're going to see all 4 players push it. No one is going to overextend down that left-hand side because it's just simply not worth it. It puts you in essentially no man's land, as we have 3 minutes left of this first round of CTF. Unfortunately, Breaking does get dropped. Kappa's going to try and find that kill. Where has he gone? There he is. Great play shutting down Picky.
Yeah, on board with Kappa. And we did actually see Kappa last game putting up serious numbers. Not the greatest score for him. It's just gone at neutral 4 for 4. And it looks like he's trying to hold down this middle of the map. And no, shut down there. Like I said, corridor is the place to be at the moment. They are trying to hold it down. Because if you can get through there, it's easy to get a flag pull away. But they're not managing to do it. Both teams pushing hard down that side. I'm surprised we haven't seen a little bit more flanking. Maybe trying to throw the other team actually off their bases and maybe just sneak a flag away. We've seen that done so many times, but neither team, like I said, both teams quite happy to just fight it over for this corner and fight for map control.
Yeah, absolutely. But Rory's saying, I've had enough of doing that. I'm going to try and push for the flag, but unfortunately dropped straight away. Spec was just there. Pre-aiming him. Kappa has just shut him down. Flag has been pulled. We're on board with SWE, and he is just going to completely take his time trying to cover that B Domo area, trying to make sure no one's behind him, but that flag should go in now for Replika. I'd be very surprised if it didn't. There we go. It's going to be 1-0 to Replika on this CTF. 1 minute 56 still to go. Plenty of time if you're a Madcatz fan to try and get yourself back into this game. But let's have a look, making his way down the right-hand side of the map. And you're seeing a bit more of an aggressive Replika team now, and this is something that we like to see.
Yeah, it is a little bit more aggressive, and that's exactly what they need to do. Can they get that control? There we go. SWE picks up 1 kill. He's in a good position. Rowie picks up another. Can they get this away? They know they're going to be coming from across the street, and he's been heavily stunned. But unfortunately, well, fortunately, I should say, 2 of them are actually in a good position. Breaking, he's holding down this middle of the map, cutting back himself, making sure nobody flanks. They have a good opportunity to get this flag in his Breaking, almost had him. Pitkey coming, screaming through, gets picked up himself. That flag is so close. He does manage to get the return. No, that flag went in. That flag went in.
No,
I thought
it didn't. No, it got returned. He managed to. He dolphin dived. Yeah, it looked like it was about to go in, but he managed to dolphin dive. Kappa, not much he could do. He got the kill, but just couldn't make it quick enough. That dolphin dive to return the flag. You know, some clutch play. So it's still going to be 1-0 with 55 seconds left. And you know that play right there could have just kept Madcatz in this game.
it could have just put them in this game. Like I said, I'm surprised they managed to break through so easily and just get that flag back. But like I said, that was incredible well play there. Replika actually unfortunate not to get that second flag in. And like I said, they are playing very, very well. And Replika Rowie going 10 for 4. Could this be the start of Madcatz going to bits a little bit? But that flag is actually away. Where has it gone? Can he pick this kill up? Rowie's in a brilliant position. Managed to pick it up, but Statics is there as well. But this is going to give Replika a good chance to get him. And no, he's managed to get past, but he is stunned. Can he pick the shot off? Yes, Statics, he's managed to get dropped by DWC. DWC picks up 2, picks up 3, and now he's going to try and counter. He's got 13 seconds left to get this in.
Let's have a look at SWE now making his way towards the flag. Can he actually put that in? 3 seconds left. Yes, he is. And that is going to be 2-0 to Replika. And right at the last few seconds, very, very nice play.
Yeah, it was a brilliant play there by him. They are doing so well, Replika. And like I said, back once again with Rowie. He's actually 12 for 6 right now. Who else is doing quite well? Madcatz.SWE is 12 for 11. He's doing the majority of the work on his team. Let's actually jump on board with the other team right now. Let's have a look at Madcatz. They need to come back into this as I jump on board with Flareon.
Yeah, let's have a look at Flareon making his way down this right-hand side once again. Like we say, this is the main choke. He is going to cap it earlier on, and he actually had some support there from Statics, but he's going to get challenged, and that's a triple nade. Oh no, it was a double nade, but he took down one of his teammates. There was 2 nades there. It looked like that was a 3-piece nade, but unfortunately, friendly fire is obviously on in competitive Call of Duty. You need to be a little bit more careful where you're throwing them nades, and it seems like Replika just realised that then by unfortunately shutting down one of his own teammates. But let's have a look at Pitkey now. He's going to be just trying to control this B-Domo area, and again, we've seen that Cap 40, so many people using it. I haven't seen a single B23R today.
No, me either. Like I said, it seems to be the sidearm of choice at the moment. As we kind of discussed a little bit earlier, fully automatic, it's still a very, very good gun. You don't see any semi-automatics anymore. It's not worth using them on this game. We don't see the usual Magnum that we used to see in the other games, but there we go. That flag is actually going to get pulled right there. Can they do this? Replika taking them 3 down. Going to be easy to pull. Flareon is the only one up, and he gets shut down as well. There is no way this flag is not going in. Yeah,
Madcatz with a really, really bad spawn there, all spawning on that left-hand side boatyard, and they're just going to have to accept that flag is gone, and it is going to be 3-0 now to Replika. They need to control this right-hand side a lot better. Maybe just take your time. I mean, they still have, 3 minutes 41? A flag a minute essentially can bring them back and take this as a stopwatch, but it seems all too rushed right now. Everyone just needs to slow the tempo of the game down, play it at Madcatz's pace, because right now, Replika are in complete control of this game.
Yeah, they really are. Like I said, it seems like Madcatz not working as well as they do once they get put under a little bit of pressure. And it just seems like, I said, that's a 3-0 lead now, and it's going to be so hard to come back from that. As Madcatz Pitkey is ignoring everything I said and almost gets that flag away, but gets taken down himself. Spec, who's just picked up a 2-piece, looks like he's going to try and go for the flag. Is this wise? There is someone left there. Yes, it is. Rowie's there. Probably should have waited for a little bit of support. He just rushed in and got picked up. Rowie also taking down Statics there. And like I said, Madcatz cannot now break this team. They need to start working together, get in a good position, get the map control, and go from there. You can cannot keep rushing in and hoping to get this flag away.
Completely agree with you there, Bryson. It doesn't seem like Madcatz are going to be able to do that. However, Statics is going to change the tempo up a little bit, picking off a two-piece. Can they find the third? That's the problem that Madcatz keep having. They manage to get 2 down, but when it comes to that clutch moment, the third and the fourth, they just can't do it. And that is the difference between right now the Madcatz lineup and the Replika lineup. Replika seems to be able to get 3-4 down a lot easier than this Madcatz lineup, which is, to be honest, a bit of a shame. Let's have a look now if Statics can try and produce something magical. No, he can't, and that is going to be, there you go, 3 down for Madcatz. It's going to be left to Picky momentarily all by himself to do some defensive work.
And he's actually put himself in a bad position there. Rather than try and hold up a little bit, he's actually rushed back to his flank and got picked up in the middle. As Spec is now going all the way around the flank to try and stop this himself. He might be in a good position. He's ignored one player there, but he's got shut down by Kappa. They're not winning these gunfights. They're not doing what they need to do. They need the map control, and every single time they're losing, as that flag has gone away again. But Pitkey, we've seen him before. He's probably one of the better players on this team, but he doesn't manage to pick up that kill either. And it's all going wrong for Madcatz, so this flag could go in again.
Yeah, 4-0, 1 minute 42 still to go, and the flag is away from base. That is almost definitely going to go in. No stun's going to stop that. But what's interesting now is you would have thought, if you're one of the Madcatz lineup, that maybe just to overextend, push that left-hand side, just try it, because right now the control of the right-hand side just isn't happening, as we see there once again. Floron getting shut down by Breaking, who's done a fantastic job. He's shut down Pitkey as well. He's going to try and find the third. The third is going to be Spec. He's throwing that stone. He's going to turn that corner, and he is finally going to put a stop to this Replika control on that right-hand side. But as I was about to say, you really want to see Madcatz trying to switch it up, try something a little bit different. Maybe try and push that boatyard side, see if they can just try and get a cheeky little cap. But I suppose when it gets this late into the game, with 1 minute left, 5-0 down, there really isn't much you can do.
Yeah, there really is. I mean, 5-0 down is kind of uncomebackable, I should really say, if that's even a word.
Is that a word?
It's
making up words?
It's my new word. However, let's have a quick look at the scoreboard while we've got the opportunity. Kappa, there we go, 2 captures, 19 for 14. Rowie, 21 for 12. He's putting the Slayer work in, and he's also got a capture. DSWE, 17 for 14, Breaking 15 for 11. They have just massively outslayed this Madcatz team at every single opportunity, and it clearly shows 5-0.
Yep, and that is going to be 2-0 in maps to Team Replika. And, Madcatz, it's going to be left basically for a search and destroy to try and keep them in the game, because it is a best of 5, so Replika now only need 1 more map as we just close down this CTF game. 14 seconds left, throwing some nice shots there, taking down Rowie, making his way towards the fountain. Is he going to find anyone? But it's too late for anyone to even cap another flag. So this is just about, a bit of consolation kills, see if anyone can hit a nice 3 or 4 piece. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that, and the game is going to end.
It most certainly is going to end. And like we said before, I did think Replika looked like the stronger team. And Madcatz, they always start off quite, it seems just, quite even. They're exchanging. They're not going too far behind. And then they get too far behind, and they get a little bit behind, and it just goes to bits for them as they start forgetting everything.
Search and destroy, it's going to give them a bit of a chance, if I'm honest, for Madcatz. They're going to need to control the game a lot better. It seems like in the hardpoint in CTF game, Replika have just been in complete control of the tempo of the game, and they have sort of been completely in control. Whereas what we want to see in the search and destroy is just a slower tempo Madcatz, just try and pick off 1 and 2 kills, play the numbers game. If you can try and get it 4 versus 2, you're statistically more likely to win. It sounds obvious when you say it, but it's actually implementing that which could be the issue. And we're going to see now if Madcatz can try and produce the goods.
Yeah, can they produce the goods, though? This is the key point. They don't seem to be doing great. Search and destroy, though, very different game. You take it round by round. So if Madcatz can sort of... They might be... We've seen this before. They might be the stronger S&D team. We've seen it before. Is it the same case again? I just don't know. We're going to have a look how Madcatz deal with this. They've got to pick their heads up here. This is going to be momentum. Replika have just destroyed them 2 maps in a row. So can Madcatz sort of pick it up, play S&D, calm down, and just play their own game?
That's essentially what we're waiting to find out. Is it's going to be standoff search and destroy, one of my favorite search and destroy maps. I absolutely love standoff. I love it as a map. You can play pretty much everything on it. You can play CTF, hardpoint, and S&D. Probably the most well-rounded map in the game. I mean, what do you think, Bryce, on standoff? Good map or bad map?
I like this map. I don't know why. It just reminds me more of a Modern Warfare 3 map, and I can't explain why. It just seems the way the map is set out just feels good, if you know what I mean. It's very, very, very lane-based, I should really say. It's very definite sides of one side to the other side of the map. It's definitely one of my favourite. I like playing Capture the Flag on this map, actually.
Yeah, completely agree. It's very fast tempo. It seems to be the fastest tempo out of all of the maps for CTF, in my opinion. It just seems everything is very well gelled, I guess is one of the only ways of putting it. But it's going to be Search and Destroy on standoff. It's going to be the third map of this best of 5 Replika versus Madcatz Sweden. And as it stands, Replika 2-0 up in maps. And they're going to try and finish this off 3-0 against this Madcatz lineup. They're going to try and do everything they can to try and prevent that, of course. But, you know, it does all come down to, like you say, Bryce, are they a good S&D team? Because we've seen, like you say, countless times. We saw it in Modern Warfare 3 so many times. Fantastic CTF teams, just not that good at S&D, and same vice versa. So we could now see Madcatz just produce, you know, an absolute sterling performance and decimate them at Search and Destroy.
And you know what? If they can do that, Benson, then they're going to have an opportunity to come back into this. They get their heads back in the right place. But, like I said, are they going to do it? It's very, very difficult for teams like this, when you're on a downer, to not get in a bad head place and just start missing shots and choking a lot easier, like we saw Madcatz do at the end of both of those games. So let's actually jump on board with Madcatz to begin with. We're going to actually have a look at them on the defense. Usually I'll go straight into the attack, but I'm going to do something a little bit different here. Okay. I want to see how Madcatz is going to play S&D.
All right, let's have a look. Controversial there by you, Bryce.
I'm always controversial.
Spectating the defensive team. I mean, who are you on board with? On board with, first of all.
I'm currently looking at Picky, who just got absolutely outshot there down the middle, defaulting over to Spec now. And we're actually going to have to remember, we are actually on the main stage here at EEE, so we are going to have to be very careful. Spec picking up a great nade there. He's now 2 versus 2 on the defense, and you know what? On defense, 2 versus 2, you've got to say it's a little bit towards the defensive team, simply because they can just watch the sites and make sure that nobody comes and plants, especially with these fast round times. Unfortunately, Spec now all alone. Yeah,
Spec's going to be all by himself. Teammate did just die at A, so that is going to give him a bit of an insight as to where these two attacking players are going to be, but he needs to be a little bit careful. Going for something a little cheeky right now. He's going to see them both. No, he's not going to see them both, and he's going to get shut down from behind. How did he not see that? Is that one of those moments where, as a spectator, you see both players, but as a player, you're sort of got the horse blinders on? Because I definitely saw him.
Well, it might be. Like I said, it comes down to your headspace. Playing at LAN is unlike playing at home. You have got the actual pressure. That team is right next to you. Your teammates are sitting right next to you as well. He will be feeling the pressure there, and unfortunately, it kind of gave him a little bit of tunnel vision.
It did indeed. We'll stay on board with Madcatz now for this attacking side and get on board with Static straight off the bat. Let's have a look. He's going to be making his way into a very defensive position, to say the least, going for a bit of a pre-fire through the smoke grenade, but we're seeing a few kills being exchanged early on as Replika coming out of the blocks very, very quickly indeed. It's going to be 2 versus 3, and sadly for Madcatz, the two players need to just try and organize themselves a little bit better, as shots do go through the fence and shut down one. Nice play coming from Statics, actually finding the second as well. That's breaking, and it is now going to be a 1 versus 1. Kappa versus Statics.
Oh, yes, it is, and there we go. Unfortunately, Kappa just outshoots him now. I thought he had him for a second with that first burst, but he answered back in kind and just completely took him down. Here we go. Let's have a look at how that went down from his point of view. First burst went on as he just kept firing, and that was actually quite steady there from him.
Yeah, nice play coming from Kappa. Should we change? Yeah, we'll change team. We'll get on board with this Replika lineup, who are looking just as dominant in the search as they are in every other game mode. So let's have a look. And I'm going to get on board with Kappa straight off the bat now, as it seems they've decided which bomb they're going to go to. Let's just put it that way. A very, very quick rush and a few stuns flying over. But can Kappa find that player? He's seen him fired a few bullets, but unfortunately not connected. Now he's going to have to cook that nade, and so unfortunate getting that hit marker.
Yeah, I mean, it really was. I mean, like I said, you don't want to ever get a hit marker. It's just a horrible feeling, as I'm actually going to go on board with Rowie now. It looks like he's actually trying to hold down this middle. He's now actually going to have to switch, because he's seen one of his teammates go down, and they're in a bad position. 2 versus 4 here. Fortunately, they're actually 2-0 up on this Madcatz, not showing that they're a great S&D team, unfortunately, yet. However, this could be the round when they manage to get a point on the board.
It's going to be very tense as Picky shuts down breaking, and it's going to be a 1 versus 4, 37 seconds left. Is this going to be the first ace in Search and Destroy, the biggest clutch of EEE2 so far? Let's have a look. We're on board with Rowie now as he's slowly and cautiously making himself towards the A-bomb site, but does get shut down from Spec. Nice play coming from Madcatz. They've got that first round on the board. It's an important round, but can they now grow on that first round?
Yeah, like I said, they need to get this momentum now. They've got one under their belt that's going to take a little bit of the pressure off. They're not going to be thinking, oh, no, we're going to get whitewashed. And they're not going to have that seed of doubt implanted. So this is going to be an opportunity for them to start coming back into it, and they're going to really need to capitalise on that. As we actually jump on board with Madcatz on the attacking side. Let's see how they do on board with Fleuron right now.
Fleuron is going to get heavily stunned. He's got himself into a nice position there early on. Rowie's going to take down Spec. And Kappa's actually going to take down Picky as well. So it's going to be a 2 versus 3, Statics and Fleuron. However, Fleuron, nice prediction of where DSWE was going to be. And it's now going to be 2 versus 2, I believe. It's going to be, Kappa and Breaking left up. But Fleuron is just having some great moments of instinct there from in Call of Duty. He managed to predict exactly where 2 people were going to be. Can he find the kill though? No, he can't. Shut down by Kappa.
Yeah, on board with Statics. What can he do? That bomb is down. He's got to try and find these players. Kappa and Breaking. You know what? He's not taking this slow. He's kind of going around. And can he actually turns on him right there as he turned away and managed to turn back? I believe he actually got the first shot in, but he actually put on a really good bit of gun skill there to pick up that kill. Still running around. Like I said, he's not taking this slow at all. And has he made the wrong mistake here? He's now got to try and get to that bomb. He's looking for the kill. That's exactly what he's looking for. But is that the right decision?
It's the only decision when you've got this little time left. He is going to have to try and seek that kill out. Has he left it too late? That is the question. He's realised that it is in fact too late to plant that bomb. And he does try and find that kill, but unfortunately that is not going to happen. And Replika are going to have a 3-1 lead in this search and destroy.
Yeah, they are going to have that lead. And unfortunately, I think this is going to do Madcatz in a little bit. Like I said, they are going to be feeling the pressure ramp right up. They don't want to go out for 3-0. And unfortunately, it looks like they might at the moment.
It's looking that way. They really do need to pick it up. We'll change team, get on board with the Replika lineup as they go on the attacking side. I'm on board with Kappa. Early on, he's going to be using that MSMC. And it looks, once again, we're going to see an early rush up towards this right-hand side. We see it time and time again.
Yeah, we are going to see it. So let's have a look at how these two teams are actually going to play this out. Let's have a little look. I'm actually going to jump on board with Kappa as he just jumps around this corner. He's got the ball. He's going to go for an early bomb plant, I think. No, he's not. He's actually going to get shut down by Statics there. Like I said, didn't actually play out for him. And unfortunately, he gets shut down again. Madcatz actually managed to put Replika 2 down again. This could be another point for them as a DWSE also gets shut down. We are now on board with Breaking, and he's got to do another 1v4.
Yep, Breaking is going to be in a very tough position, and they are going to know exactly where he is. He's essentially cornered. He can't really go anywhere. He's going to have to go for the wall bang. He is going to see him and does shut down Statics, but there's 35 seconds left, and if you are part of Madcatz, you are going to play it safe, but apparently not. Where was it? Oh, he's actually inside. Fleuron shutting him down. Nice play, but is this a little too much too late for Team Madcatz?
You never know. Like I said, we've seen comebacks from more dire positions than this, and like I said, if they can just win this S&D, try and carry it a little bit before, carry the momentum through and come back into it. But let's actually jump and change teams now. Jump on board with Madcatz, who we keep speaking about. I swear every time we expect them, they lose.
It's bad luck charm, isn't it, really? It's like the curse of the caster. But we'll have a look. We're on board with Fleuron early on. And has he just seen someone? I think he did. But he got a little bit bamboozled there by DSWE, who manages to shut him down. And already, Madcat's not in the best of positions.
No, he's not in the greatest of positions. And like I said, they get shut down again every time we watch these guys. I'm on board with Spec, as he's actually seen someone in the road and chooses to actually run away and not engage. Probably a smart move. They had him dialed, and he's actually managed to pick up DWC because of that, but shut down by Kappa, and this is actually going to leave Statics all alone as he gets taken down by Kappa, who just turns around and pops him with ease.
Yeah, it's going to be 4-2 now to this Replika lineup as we get a nice 2-piece kill come from Kappa. Great pre-aim, anticipating exactly where Statics was going to be. And, Replika are just making this look so easy against this Madcatz lineup. It's, the 2-0 up in maps, 4-2 up in rounds of the Search and Destroy. And we are going to get on board with them now on their attacking side. And, let's have a look at Kappa once again. Using that MSMC, he's going to be rushing pretty much straight down the middle. He's going to find one. I don't think Picky would have anticipated that. And is he going to find the two-piece? No, he's not. Spec out shooting him, but he was very weak. And Rowie's going to get a very, very easy kill. They don't come easier than that. And it's already going to be a 3 versus 2 situation in favour of Replika.
It is going to be in favour of Replika, and unfortunately that is going to be bad news for Madcatz. There we go. Unfortunately, Replika picks up that kill, and it's going to leave it. Stax has to pick up a 1 versus 2 to keep his team in this now. If he dies, that is going to be a 3-0 for Replika. Where is Stax? And you know what? He's on the defense. If he can just run out, 45 seconds left to go. Rowie has to make a move. He's got the bomb, but I think it looks like he's just going to watch this doorway.
I've actually changed team. I'm on board now with Statics just to have a cheeky look to see if I can figure out what his game plan is. And it's looking like he is going to pick one off. No! Oh, dearie me. Very, very shaky. A little bit of windmill going on there, if I'm honest. They need to shut the windows at that event because that aim was all over the place.
Unfortunately, didn't get the kill, and Braken was in a good position to pick it up, allowing him to get away. And there he goes. Like I said, picked up that kill. That is a 3-0 for Replika. They have taken down Madcatz, who are going to drop into the losers bracket. I believe we are now actually going to go to a little bit of an ad break as we just have a quick check of the scores. 7 for 4, Replika Rowie putting serious work in. Spec actually going 7 for 5 for his team. But unfortunately, a little bit too late. And that is actually be Madcatz, like I said, dropped into the losers bracket here, EEE2.